Oshi Tomoshimasu. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Oshi Moshi Idol podcast. This is episode 8. We did not have an episode last week, but here we are. Yeah, all three of us. As always, I am your host, Wii Bookstore, and then I have my friends and collaborators, Maris and Mina.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, so we didn't go live last week because we were all kind of busy, right?
It was my birthday, dude.
Your birthday was this weekend.
I was busy drinking.
Fun.
The big 6-0.
Typical.
You can go to Mina. I'm gonna bring something that my friends gave me as a gift. I need to show you guys. So keep.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Mina, what did you do while we were gone for the last 2 weeks?
Studying.
Studying? Are you done with school yet, or?
No, I'm done 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now. All right.
Then I can start again.
Yeah, that sounds like the student life, just school all the time.
All right, you guys ready for this?
Yeah, go. What are you gonna show us?
So the idea. So it was my birthday, and I was in a bar with grown-ups, and it was a really, really warm day here in Vancouver, and every time that is warm, people just go to breweries and have beer and stuff like that. So the place was packed. It was packed, and my friends decided to give me a gift that it's kind of like.
What? Oh, Dakimakura?
So I don't even know who this girl is.
Yeah, I don't either.
And their idea was did
they give you any details?
No, they're just we wanted to give you a waifu, so we got you a waifu. And
did they tell you where they picked it up, or?
No, they
just
were
no
just
details
this
whatsoever.
was very embarrassing to buy. I hope it's very embarrassing for you to open this in the middle of a bar. And it was very embarrassing. There are videos of me looking like a fucking tomato because I was blushing so hard because they gave me this. And now I have this in my room and I have to explain for the rest of my life why I have this. And I don't even know who this girl is. That's the worst part. So yeah.
For anyone who could just be listening, and for the future when I actually have audio only versions of this, for her birthday, Maris's friends gave her a dakimakura, a body pillow of a rando anime girl.
Girl. Yeah.
You must reveal her. I don't know her name.
Yeah,
that's funny.
That happened, and now I have a body pillow that I don't know if I'm gonna ever use. I'm thinking about covering her up, maybe putting I don't know, something.
Her up.
Cause I'm not even a person that watches anime. There was just them being funny and wanting to make me feel like the worst, and they did it. They kind of did it. So.
What a great gift.
What a great gift, guys. Thank you.
The gift of embarrassment. There's no stronger gift.
Yes.
That's true friendship. That's true friendship.
Yeah, guess so. But
so anything else happened?
No, I've just been working so much, guys. That's why I look like a dead person, human being, whatever. Because I've been working a lot. But other than that, I don't know. I've just been working and drinking, I guess. And my mom is here, so I've been kind of enjoying that as well. So, yeah,
it's nice.
Yeah.
Last week I was in Mexico, which was why
it
was hard for me.
About it. You drink some.
Are you about it?
Yes.
I mean, my parents are resort people, so basically they just book a resort and they just stay there the whole time we're there. And so. I mean, the highlights really are just free drinks all the time. So that's basically just all I did.
Oh, it's all.
I just drank and bathed. So yeah.
Indeed.
That was last week. I don't really know much happened this week. We watched Produce on Tuesday, all three of us.
Yeah. We watched Produce.
If you guys want to watch that, it's on this Twitch channel. For people who are watching VODs, that's twitch.tv/Oshi Moshi casts. Just in our videos, you can check out our Oshi Moshi cast watches Produce 48 episode 7. Was it 7? I think it was 7.
7. It was 7, I think.
Yeah. We try to watch together every week. Sometimes it doesn't pan out. One time it was just me and some people in voice. But yeah, so on Tuesday it was kind of a messy stream, right, guys?
I'm sorry, like
technical difficulties.
Crashed. Yeah,
and at the end, it just died.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but it was fun watching. At least, like, I don't know, it's good because I watched it. I took the time to watch it, and now we can talk about it, right? So that's cool.
Yeah. So I think we can move on to some news, idol news, current events, things like that. We'll start with Keyaki, right? Maris, you want to take that?
Oh my god, there's so much, guys. There's so fucking much. Okay, so the last time we were on a podcast, Gyakzaka didn't even have, I guess, a name for the single. Like, we didn't know that the seventh single was going to be named Ambivalent. We also didn't know the formation. And so those that don't know, like me, Mina, and Weebs, we kind of made a prediction, and there's a video on YouTube as well. And long story short, Weebs won by like one guess.
By one guess.
Yeah, one guess. And then me and Mina are tied, so we're gonna have to do something. But yeah, like there's a lot of Keyaki news, like the MV dropped, right? So I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of Ambivalent. What did you guys think of it? Did you guys watch it at all? Like, did you guys
I watched it. Yeah,
I watched it. I watched it when it
I just want to mention one last time that, like, our last installment of Oshi Moshi, episode 7, right? Got flagged by Sony Music Entertainment Japan. And so that specific video on YouTube is not, you can't watch it in Japan, it's blocked. Because we showed like 40 seconds of the Nogi music video. Hopefully this time there won't be a problem.
We have it mute, and then we have like, I don't know, we're fine now.
We have our faces on screen now.
Yeah, we have our faces on screen, which is good.
And then if we get blocked again, then we'll figure something out. But,
So did you guys get a chance to watch this? What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the new song as well? Like, do you guys like the new song? It's a weird one.
I mean,
right?
I think it's like, for just the singles, it's pretty low on my list.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not necessarily bad.
Yeah. I think
I agree.
So what I said is, like, it's not the best Keyaki song, right? But it's also not the worst. I don't know. There are other Keyaki singles that I don't like as much as this one. This one it's still pretty catchy though. Like, one of the things that I had issues with, like, I love Kitaishite Naijibun now from Hiragana, but one of the things I said when they released that video was that it was not catchy enough, right? There wasn't, like,
you said
like,
you didn't know how to sing it.
Yeah, I didn't know how to sing it, right? And this song, like, the first second I heard it, the first time I heard it, just got, like, stuck in my head. And you know, it's supposed to be like a summer-ish song, and by summer, Keyaki summer is definitely a weird one, right? Because it's more like, it's just an upbeat.
It's like a cheerier song they usually have.
But the MV actually is probably one of my favorite MVs they've ever released. It's pretty high up there for me. I think it's such a cool MV. And I just like everything about it. I love the choreography. The clothes are meh, not really.
Spinning cameras.
Yeah.
So take your teacher.
They have spinning cameras. They have the girls. The thing, it just looks like they're having so much fun, right? And Hirate looks like she's having fun, and there's the whole the concept of the video is like, very Keyaki, very kanji, right? Where she's like breaking them from like society's norms or whatever it is, right? That kind of, they did that with Momori. So there's a lot of like overlap, because Keyaki is very much that. It's like very meta, right? They just do a lot of like referential stuff, right? So there's a lot of like Hirate coming back to Kekizaka in this video as well. There's like nods from previous singles in there.
Are there birds?
Like,
yeah.
I did not find the birds yet, right? So
I tweeted, if anyone finds birds, tell me. And they told me that there were birds, but they didn't show me. They didn't show me the birds.
So what they showed was like, someone drew some birds in the window or whatever. But I won't take that as birds, right? I don't know. Like this single, look, I'm just looking at it without song, and just looks so cool. Like the MV is so cool. The choreography is awesome, and apparently Techi does like cartwheels in this thing in the live performances. So like, I can't wait to see this live. This is gonna be awesome. So I'm very excited, and I don't know. I think the MV always like boosts my interest of the song.
Yeah,
kind of.
that makes sense.
And this song definitely grew on me a lot after I watched this MV. This is like the end of it. Like Hirate leaves, and then she comes back to Kakizaka. I don't know. They're just having fun, bumping into each other, and doing Keyaki stuff. I don't know. I'm very happy with this MV. Very, very happy. And there you go.
Yeah.
And it already has like a shit ton of views, so
Yeah.
And then,
it's like over 3 million.
Besides like the new Hiragana song, which I'm guessing you're gonna show next,
I'm
right?
gonna show it.
Have we heard any other B-sides?
Not
Other
well,
radio
we
release
heard,
anything?
we heard I don't think we did we? I'm confused right now. Cuz we definitely didn't hear Kanji's second song.
Yeah, because I just feel like usually my favorite tracks are B-sides. Right?
Yeah.
Like my favorite Kanji track is Kimi ga Inai. And like I'm always kind of upset that Neru's not in the song.
It's okay.
Yeah, Neru barely appears on the ambivalent MV as well. She has like one shot that is like her, and then the rest is like she doesn't show up a lot.
But when Glass dropped,
what?
When Glass dropped, I made a supercut of only Neru shots.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to do this one with ambivalent as well, because I don't know, like she doesn't appear like it's very Hirate centric, but there's also like a lot of Akanen, and there's like front row was very like,
it's a pay her back for pushing her to third.
Yeah, I guess so, and I'm cool with that, because honestly, like third row in that MV don't feel like third row a lot. Like they just rotate the members a lot. It didn't feel very it just didn't feel very third row to me, which is kind of good, because I don't know, nobody wants to be third row, right? And it just looks like they rotate a lot in the choreography, so it's not very apparent, other than Hirate's center is they just rotate a lot. So I don't know. I'm very hyped about this single, actually. I'm very happy about it. And I bought like a bunch of I forgot to tell you guys. So these are the pictures of the these are the pictures of
the covers.
Sorry.
The covers.
Or of the covers. Yeah. So this is just like their group shot, I guess. And then you have Nijika, Satoshi, Yone, and Ozeki. Yeah, I actually like this picture.
I like that one too.
Yeah.
I looked at it, I was like,
Yone looks amazing in the MV as
Amazing.
well, so I'm really happy with it. So this is side like single A and just Teshi. I'm not a really big fan of this picture, to be honest. Not a really big fan, but
I feel like it's too vertically centered. Like it should be rule of thirds, guys. Where's the rule of thirds?
I also think that I don't know, like Hirata is always on the ground looking lost lately, so I don't know. Everything that is Keyaki, she's on the floor. Even when she doesn't want to be on the floor, she's on the floor because she's breaking herself, so I don't know. This is probably one of my favorites, because oh my god. I don't care about Habu that much, but this trio.
Ouch.
Please.
Ouch, poor Habu.
I don't care about Habu that much, but I like Habu, but she's not like high up my list. And this picture, damn, this picture. They all look great. Neru, Sugai, Uemu,
a rain
Mii-chan.
a ball pit.
Oof.
Ooh.
They look great. Like Sugai looks like she's staring to our souls, and Neru looks like Neru.
I don't like
Neru just looked like Neru. And yeah, this is like the last picture. So it's Odanana, Akana, and Pei-chan, and Satoshi.
I mean, this is like the first single where they just didn't have like a custom outfit made, right?
Yeah.
A custom what?
Oh. Custom
outfit made for the music video. Or no, there was Kazuni. Never mind.
What do you mean?
Oh,
like, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know, cause like MA1s are, you can get MA1s that are that long, and they just
but they're like Keyaki customized, aren't they? Aren't they?
They customize it a little bit. Anyways, let's move on to Hiragana. If I can play this, I can't. I can't play Kapihara. Wait.
Do you need the link again?
There you go. Yeah, so we also watched this on podcast we were watching PD
on Tuesday.
Yeah, on Tuesday, and I almost died. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Still not a big fan of this song. I don't remember a lot, but the thing that is really cool about it is that it's Katoshi Center, which is my Oshimen, so I was really happy about it. So the main members are probably like, you can say that is Miho, Toshi, and Nao. So you have like your first gen center and your second gen's center to be ? Behind. And yeah, I don't know. It's a very happy song, very hiragana, very like light compared to the kanji songs, right? And I think it fits them a lot. And Toshi,
even like visually, like just the videos, right, where there's a lot of black happening in ambivalence.
Yeah.
And then like everything here is just like white. The office is white. Even the office workers wearing white.
Yeah, and they're like smiling, and I don't know, this like Hiragana looks to me like real idols, while kanji is like a mess. I don't know. Yeah, this is very idol like, cute, and Toshi is so pretty. Jesus Christ, bless her. Yeah, I also really like this MV. They also use like slow-mo cameras and things like that. And I mean, it would be nice to see them not inside this office a lot, but yeah, like this shots are like cool, but they're kind of in a dark room, so it's not that interesting to look at, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. Kanji's MV had a little bit more variation, so there's that. But yeah, it's really
also
nice.
kanji A side, so I mean.
Yeah,
that's where you put your budget.
Side. Yeah, I mean, they're always gonna put more money on kanji, unfortunately, but yeah, I really liked it. That's it. That's my thing. I will try to get into the song because it's not my favorite song yet. So yeah, Cool. So, other than that, just go really fast. Another thing about Hiragana is that they're performing tonight on Tokyo Idol Festival.
Oh,
so
Yes.
that is
Yes.
the Sashi chairman
Yeah, so
festival, I guess.
so Tokyo Idol Festival starting like now. It runs 3 days through the 5th. And like everyone and their mom is there in the idol world, right? So
Kanji's
Sashi,
not,
chairman,
but
she gets to invite a bunch
Hiragana
of people.
is. Yeah.
All the Japanese 48 groups are there. It's like NMB and like SDU's first time. You have BNK there because BNK is still in
Yay,
Japan.
B&K.
Okay.
And then there's Hiragana, Equal Love. Equal Love, I think, already had their first set as we're recording this.
Yeah, I think
and
most
then-
people are watching Equal Love right now.
Yeah,
Sorry,
and
guys.
then there's like several Last Idol units. Like every WAC group is there. You have like Tsubaki and Kobushi Factory from Hello Project.
Yeah, is
Paspo
Momosu
is there.
No,
I don't think Momosu is there. But Paspo is there, which is kind of a big deal because they've already announced their disbandment.
Yes.
So this is like one of their like last appearances.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they're disbanding officially in September, so it's a month from now.
Yeah, so I think everyone is there, but Morning Musume and Kanji Keyaki, I guess I would say.
So sad.
I mean, it's
but
all the
Kanji's busy,
like
so-
sort of. If we're talking about Hello Project, it's also all the like senpai groups aren't there. It's just the factories, I think.
Factories.
Okay. Now Kanji, I think Kanji should be there, but they were just busy rehearsing for the tour, so they're
Yeah.
not. Yeah. So, but it's great because like I saw the time slots and Hiragana actually is in the main stage and closing out today, so that's pretty cool. Like that's such a big thing for Hiragana, like for people to put them in such a prime spot in a festival like that. I think it's pretty cool that they're getting the recognition, right? So good on them. I hope everything goes right. I'll be watching tonight if I don't sleep before because I'm weird.
Yeah, I think it's like 8 hours from right now for the
it's-
Hiragana stage.
Yeah, so I might
Yeah.
just like wake up and the Hiragana is on or something. Yeah. Yeah, so other than that, just like there's two more things. Neru got her own NHK show, and
It's a web
so-
show though, right?
Yeah,
It's
I
not
guess
on
it's a web
NHK.
show. Yeah, but it's NHK made,
Yeah,
right?
but it's-
yeah. That's what I meant. So it's just Neru doing random shit, but because it's Neru, it's like fun. So
Mhm.
go watch it. Everyone can watch it. I don't know if like some like people will sub it. Maybe we'll get it subbed.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Keyaki subbers, or at least there are a lot of active Keyaki subbers.
Yeah.
Which isn't-
Eventually we'll get something, I guess.
Yeah. There's more active Keyaki subbers than there are for all the other groups, at least right now.
Yeah. I want to make that better. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, and then the last news for Kanji is their Lawson like promotion
Deal.
tie-in deal dropped like pretty hardcore. So like apparently every single Lawson like store has a bunch of Keyaki stuff printed everywhere. Like it's everywhere. What?
For people who don't know, Lawson's is a konbini chain,
Yeah,
right?
it's a
So like
combination.
7-Eleven, Family Mart, Lawson's.
Mart,
Yeah.
So just imagine walking into a 7-Eleven like and just seeing like Keyaki everywhere, right?
Wall to
it's like
wall.
they're on the walls. They're like I don't know, there's stickers of them everywhere. They're like stand up like posters of members in each Lawson store. Like people are like trying to find which store has which member so they can take selfies and things like that. So it's been crazy. They're also, I guess, selling Kanji's merch there as well, which is great. So I don't know, that's like insane. Like just imagine the amount of money that they're making. And the other CM tie-in is Techi was
For Yakult?
Yeah, she was assigned to be like the new girl from Yakult, and it dropped. The news dropped, and she pretty much just took the stocks, like it just like spiked the day that they announced it. Like the stocks just like spiked. It's just like crazy how
Just the power of
much
Woda.
effect. Yeah, the power of Hirate Yurina should not be dismissed. Yeah, so that's it. That's all the kanji stuff. As soon as we have the occult stuff,
I'm just imagining like the commercials. Like, you could be Idol Jesus if you drink our yogurt.
I know, like I expect them to want like her to do like some idol stuff. I don't know if
Yeah,
Hirate
like
is
for
the
it to be
best.
like Genki.
Yeah, I don't think Hirate is the best pick for like that. You know, the cool thing
I mean,
about
maybe
the
like
makeup was that she could just be like makeup, you know.
maybe like a 2016 Techi could have done this like more believably, like from like a fan standpoint.
Yeah, let's see what she's gonna pull. I mean, I don't think she's gonna do like overly kawaii stuff because she's just not into that, and she's big enough that she can like deny stuff. She can say like, "I'm not doing that," but just smile, Techi. Just like
happy smiles.
Yeah, just like some smiles would be good.
He needs you back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's Keyaki news.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I missed probably a bunch of stuff, but it's been 2 weeks, so I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on this.
Yeah. So moving on to Nogizaka, I guess. Nogizaka just had 2 music videos drop as we're recording this, like 45 minutes ago now. So do we want to pull those up maybe? I have some to say. I mean, I haven't watched them in full, but I like skipped through them a lot. Like there's the Undergirls video, and then there's the B-side for Senbatsu.
The thing is, I can't open Discord right now, so if someone can tweet me it, I will DM me. I will open it for you guys.
Yeah, so I can just talk about it. We don't have to show it.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I didn't watch it in full anyway. But yeah. So the first one they dropped at the same time, but the first one, I'm gonna say the first one, is the Undergirl song, which at this point is kind of my favorite track on the single. And I'm saying that kind of like apprehensively because I don't actually listen to that much like 46 music, right? Like I usually like listen to everything through like once, and then I'm just gonna like it just kind of in the sidelines of my music playlists and things like that. But yeah, I like this track a lot. I like Nakata Kana a lot. And so the music video is like I don't completely understand it because like there's some like narrative parts that are in Japanese, right? But like it's like
a narrative like sekai kind of a thing,
or so like there's some like talking at the beginning, and like it starts off with like a young Nakata Kana, like there's a kid playing her, right? And then like a lot of the video they're like in the dressing room like preparing for like this stage or whatever. And then like their outfits are like this like edgy like black top, and then like this super like poofy frilly colorful skirts, and it's actually a pretty cool contrast. If we ever like pull up the video or like we have interest, or you guys just look it up. But
I'm
it's interesting
just
contrast.
DM me, Mina, or since you're not.
I can hold on while I'm talking, I guess. Yeah, and then the other video is the Senbatsu. It's the Senbatsu B-side. So everyone who was in Senbatsu, it's their coupling. And that music video is about third gen mostly. They're kind of the protagonist of the video, and they're basically in like astronaut school, and like their senpai are like teaching them how to like be astronauts. That's from me just skimming the music video, but it looks super cute.
Is it Senbatsu?
And then like you have like,
did you say Senbatsu?
Yeah, it's Senbatsu. Okay, it's Senbatsu. But there's like a lot of third gens in this single for Senbatsu, and so they're the focus of this particular video. And yeah, and like there's like a juxtaposition where you have like you have Umezawa, who's like super tall, next to Momoko, who's like a really short girl, and just like it's Hold on. You didn't send the link, did you, Mina? I'll pull it up.
No. Do you want me to send it?
No, it's too late now.
I thought you were sending it.
Yeah.
I thought you were sending it. I was like,
It's fine. It's fine.
Sending it?
There's not that much else going on in Nogizaka news. They're just doing a lot of like single stuff now. Like I imagine Keyaki's doing a lot of single stuff.
They're doing a lot of showrooms as well, right? Because I saw
Nogizaka's done a lot.
And Shiraishi.
Shiraishi was on just a few days ago, which is kind of a big deal. Shiraishi almost never does.
Nanase was got like a shit ton of viewers as well. Which do you know how many viewers Shiraishi got? Because I just want to know what would be the devastating effect of getting like Hirate Yurina on a showroom. Because you never.
You just want to gauge like what it's like to have like.
Because I feel like it would be like around Shiraishi, maybe, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Shiraishi is like way over Hirate, but like for like that Bunshun Sosenkyo, it was Shiraishi and Hirate, so I don't know.
Yeah. Nick just started hosting us, so thanks for that.
Thank Nick.
Thank you.
Yeah. I can't think of a whole lot of other Nogizaka news. I mean, we have new installments of like Gakutabi came out with their new episode for the sort of like reboot with the new intro and Ki-chan's back and all that fun stuff. And then you have like Kuboshiori's
now had Nick since Nick.
Yeah, Nogi Nick's episode of Nogi Eyo came out. You guys can watch that just because he just hosted us, so we gotta plug him.
Nick is awesome.
And then
I was just gonna plug Nick more. Nick is awesome, so go watch Nogi Eyo.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He has his own podcast too. It's called Big in Japan. He does it with other English-speaking comedians in Japan. So it's really cool to have like insider insights on just like the entertainment like scene in Japan. You also have like Stefan on the podcast. He works for Yoshimoto, so he knows like a ton of shit about like NMB sometimes. He knows what's going on with Yoshimoto Zaka. Hopefully we could have him on sometime. I think I'll ask him.
I think
talk about
Yoshimoto
Zaka.
Cool. Yeah. I think when Yoshimoto Zaka is like more of a thing, we should definitely have him on, because I don't know what's going on with that thing, and I still don't know what they're gonna do. I don't think anyone does. So
so I mean, they like air their auditions, and so people are watching. So
but like, what are they? Who are the final members? What are they gonna do? I don't know.
And the plan is that they would release music. So what's that gonna be like? Just because they're all like middle-aged comedians, or most of them are. We can have. I'll definitely talk to Stefan about this that in the future. So what we're talking about Nogizaka, right? Kuboshiori's thing, her little tourist video thing is still going. Oh, right. Hashimo Nanami, she graduated last year. She won an award for something she did 2 years ago, recently. It was like an award for like tourism, right? So she had a video series in 2016, like advertising Hokkaido. And so she just won an award for that, which is kind of crazy just because she's like completely retired from the entertainment industry, but she's still winning shit.
At least she got something from actually promoting Hokkaido, unlike Nid. That is like, hey, here's my S. Oh my god. Here's an award.
Interestingly, I think like it was like a Chinese award show that gave it to her.
Oh, really?
I would have to confirm, but but another interesting like Nanamin like anecdote is that like last month, I think, she was actually found working as Sony staff at the Equal Love show in Paris. So like some background, like there's like this, I think they're a French podcast, right? And they're a pretty big deal in the 40 community. Like they were there to interview Equal Love. And they just found Nanamin there, and they like talked to her, and she was doing fine, things like that. And it was really cool. And they tweeted about it, right? But then they were told to take the tweet down by Sony.
Oh, because like
Yeah,
they didn't want
but-
Yeah.
people to know that she. I can't see that because
To
when
respect her
you're
privacy,
staff-
right? 'Cause she-
Yeah,
Yeah.
she completely retired. So she doesn't want to be in the spotlight, really.
yeah,
Um,
and yeah, that makes sense. Also, like
But
when
yeah, it was just.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's just really cool to, as a fan, to know that your Oshis are still doing well post Idol life, because it seemed like she was doing fine, and even like when they deleted the tweet, they like tweeted that they were deleting the tweet, so like there's still like evidence that, hey guys, we said this thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool because, like, when you retire, it's hard. Like, we talked about it a couple of times how it is hard for people to get jobs if you're not, like, a super big idol, right? Because all you did in your life was idol stuff. So, how do you get
Yeah.
a job, right? So, it's
Yeah.
nice to know that, you know, that's like a good way, right? Work as staff in your company or work for other groups, right? But then, like, it's kind of hard because when people recognize you, you're like, oh shit, but now I'm not an idol anymore. I'm not sure if I want to like talk to you guys. I'm not sure if you guys want to. Yeah, so I kind of understand, right? Because if everybody knows, like, we're gonna start having like fans show up to like equal
yeah.
like concerts just to see
Yeah,
her, right?
just to see
Yeah.
Eminem, yeah.
Yeah.
So
That'd
it's
be
a
weird.
mess. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I understand why they asked them to take it down.
Yeah, I mean, I tweeted something similar before, but like I was just thinking about like if we're talking about like comedians again, like Stefan has talked about how he is actually on top of being a talento or a genin, he's actually an office worker at Yoshimoto.
Yeah.
And so I just thought like it'd be super easy and like cost efficient to like, if you have girls that aren't immediately busy, to have them do like job training stuff in their office, right? Like, is that not a weird thing to do? Or not? Is that not? I don't know what I'm trying to say. That sounds like a thing that's not strange, right?
Yeah,
Like-
it's not strange
Yeah.
at all, but like, I don't know, who wants to do that? Like,
Yeah, 'cause-
maybe not
Yeah.
everyone wants to do that. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, it could be a voluntary thing too. I mean, just because like if we're talking about Nogizaka, right? You have Shinichi Mai, who's like famous for being someone who works in an office and is an idol at the same time, right? So I just think like even just like, as like a training thing, just like if you have idols who aren't busy, like give them to something to do with office. Yeah. So anyway, moving on to 48 news, right? Thanksgiving concert was just yesterday and the day before, the 1st and 2nd of August. And so Thanksgiving concert is basically, it's Thanksgiving to the fans who voted at So Sankyo. So it kind of features all people who are ranked. Like you have everyone who ranked like 17 to 100 on the first day. And then you have everyone who sent bots to the second day. And then there's like another one like 2 weeks from now that kind of has like everyone else. I don't know. But yeah, that happened recently. And I hope we get to see like some bits of that. You're reading the comment?
Go ahead.
Yeah, and so
sure.
that's something that I hope we get to see some of, just because like especially because there's a weird situation, right, where you don't have your number one there, right? Like Jurna is still on hiatus, and so she wasn't there for the Sosenkyo Thanksgiving. So I'm just wondering like what they did. They could have just performed the song without her, like they have been doing. It'd be funny if they did the whole trophy scene again with the VTR.
Please don't, guys. It made it feel. Honestly, it was worse. It was actually worse. You know, it's like it felt like she was dead. So don't.
It did feel like.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't
do that, please.
Don't do
Don't
that
do
ever
that.
again. Let's just wait for Jirina. You know, patiently.
Yeah. So besides that, we have Majimuri Gakuen is going on currently. We'll maybe try to watch that if subs come out. We could do that here on Twitch or whatever.
Yeah.
But they announced that they're also getting a stage play for that. So in October from the 19th to the 28th. There will be a stage play of 2 teams. Yuiri, who is the lead in the drama, will also be the lead in the stage. And then you have Okada Nana playing the lead in the other team.
Ooh, yeah.
Yuiri has been super push, right, lately.
Yeah, she's like the team 8 push right now. Yep.
I don't know much about her though.
I mean, she's in a lot of their like variety. If you watched their variety, but you don't. Other than that, there were a lot of hiatus, grads, and retirement announcements just in the last 2 weeks. One is a really big one, but I'm just going to mention the others.
The big one.
So on hiatus, you have Hiwatashi Yui, Hiwatan from AKB.
Yes.
She announced that she's going to be focusing on school, so she's on hiatus. You have Equal Love Sasaki Maika. I don't know that much about Maika, but I know the people who do tweet about Equal Love like Maika a lot. So that's the thing.
Maika.
And then you have 4 grad announcements. One will leave to the end. But you have SKE KKS, Kenkyusei Asumi Ayaha. You have NMB Okita Ayaka, who is a first gen and the Team B2 vice captain. So that's kind of a loss. And then you have NGT's Takahashi Mau. And then you have former graduates who just said that they're going to retire completely from showbiz. And that includes Nakanishi Yuka, who I remember from SKE old days as being like a key member to like the early SKE days. She's leaving. There's not much detail on that. And then there's SKE's Kaneko Shiori, who I don't really know, but she said she's going to be focusing on her home life. She's married to a pro football player. So so the big one, the big announcement, the one that everyone speaks out about, right? NMB's captain, Yamamoto Saika, has announced graduation. She did not say anything. There's no confirmation about when she's graduating, but she is graduating. I mean, I feel like not long after I started following NMB, like I was already prepared for a Sayanee graduation.
NMB is kind of a wrecking ship, kind of like a sinking ship, right? Because like they haven't been getting a lot of sales, and their members that are most pushed are Sayanee and Miru, I guess. Like the rest of the members are.
Miru dropped out of Senbatsu this year.
Miru's not Senbatsu, so NMB actually did really shitty during
so thank you. Like traditionally, like Namba doesn't vote, right? Osaka fans don't vote. But when Sayanee was in Sosenkyo's, people voted because it was Sayanee. Right? And so losing that is kind of a big deal. And like you hear stuff all the time about how Sayanee's always talked about how she wants to really boost NMB before she leaves, right? And so it's a little sad that she has to announce graduation on a year where they didn't do particularly well at all.
She's so talented though. Like Sayanee's fine, like graduating. I'm not worried for her at all. It's more like, who are they gonna push now? Who's gonna be the big name for NMB? Like it might be Miru, but like, is Miru a Sayanee? Definitely not. So
just because like in the last 2 years, like you lose all your big hitters, right? You lost Milky, you lost Yamada Nana, you lost Jonishi K, you lost Ridley Pon. So I mean, it was just like them hemorrhaging for so long, and so it's just she's leaving on a low point, and that's sad, right?
And I don't know what she's gonna do. Like I can see her like going solo and stuff like that, but
I mean, all her solo releases are so good. Like Identity, I love Identity. That's a good album.
She has her own tour. She's fine, but it's more like I worry for NMB, and I don't know. They didn't get a lot of sales in the last single, so it's kind of sad.
Yeah, I think Sayanee was the first 48 girl that I ever like fell for.
She's awesome.
Just because NMB was like the first group I got into when I started venturing outside of like Nogizaka. And it's like I'll say it a million times. NMB Gaining is my favorite idol show. It's so good. I like it so much. And yeah, it's just yeah. This is affecting a lot of people. There's a lot of people who are like more into Sayanee than us, right? Who are just like
I think But I saw a lot of fans that were kind of like you. They're like, okay, I understand that she's leaving, right?
This is a long time coming.
Yeah, prepared. We were expecting it anyways.
This thing is like poking in the camera, so I'm gonna move it out of the way.
But it's sad that she said it during their tour, right? She said her graduation in the beginning of their tour. Am I saying this right?
Yeah, I think it was like their first concert of
the
tour.
Yeah. And then she said it, and I think it would have been better if she said it last. But maybe she just wanted fans to be prepared, so she just said it.
The other girl who announced grad in NMB said that she's gone after the tour. And, but for someone like Sayaka, like management's gonna milk this as much as management's gonna milk this as much as they can. They're gonna put her in everything, just because that's what they do when their aces retire or graduate.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, I don't know, everywhere. You're right. Like she's gonna do like her own single. She's gonna like be everywhere because they need to push NMB as much as
they need to elevate NMB. Like this is an important time for them.
Yeah, maybe that's when we're gonna get like a revival. Maybe that's what it needed to happen, right? Sayanee like deciding to grad, and they're like, okay, let's put money on NMB because.
Yeah, because like their last remaining like mid to high profile members is like Miru, right? But then there's like Yoshida Akari, and there's Shibuya Nagasa. But yeah, they're not particularly high. Like they rank, right? But yeah, it's gonna be tough for NMB moving forward. Yeah. On the topic of Akari though, she actually just dropped, I think yesterday, a solo music video on her YouTube channel. So for people who don't know, Akari has her own YouTube channel, like Sakura does, right? And like maybe a few other members. But the high profile ones are like Miyu, Takeishi Miyu from AKB, HKT Miyawaki Sakura, and NMB Yoshida Akari. And Akari usually does like beauty videos, right? And like makeup stuff. Yeah, but she just released a solo music video. And this isn't the first time she's done that, but yeah, so if you have the time, there'll be a link in the description. You can watch that. In other news, just back to AKB a little bit. Maida Atsuko has announced her marriage.
Yes.
Yeah. So I believe she married a ex co-star, right?
I don't know who that guy is.
I don't know.
Okay, so the guy's name is Katsuji Ryo.
He's not very interesting to me, but yeah.
Can I look him up? Hold on.
They co-starred in a 2015 drama. So yeah, they met on set probably.
2015?
2015, yes.
What was the drama called?
It was called Dokonjo Gaeru.
Okay.
And then they were in another.
That long, maybe.
But then they were in another movie last year together, called Eating Women. But they have said that they've only started dating this year. In the spring.
Oh, that's kind of too.
That's kind of fast.
That's kind of too fast.
Yeah. Everyone's hoping that it's not like a shotgun wedding, but I think they've tried to make it clear that it isn't. But yeah.
That's a bit.
So congratulations, Ah-chan. Right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
All the former graduates are saying like, "Wow,
please, like, think about marriage, dude. Like, marriage is a big thing, you know. Like, if you want a divorce, it's just such a pain. You're gonna have to like do all this paperwork. So, I don't know. Just think about it, girl. Like, you just started dating this dude.
Well,
I mean,
Well, it's
maybe
someone you've
she's
known for 3
already
years.
Yeah.
Maybe you haven't been
Yeah.
like
Maybe it's not
dating, but
yeah, maybe they know
or
each
maybe
other.
they've been dating all this long and we're never gonna.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
we
they
just
only
haven't
want to
known,
say that it's
yeah.
only been. But
Yeah.
then doesn't
A
that sound
year.
weird to say that we've only been dating for like 3 months?
And we're getting married. Yeah,
Girl.
100%.
Yeah.
That's
You
why
said
I'm
we-
like. That's why I'm saying the things that I'm saying. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
maybe they were dating for longer. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
you know, that's good. She
it's
found
a
a guy.
wedding. Yeah.
She wants to settle down. Told everyone. She told, I think, Takamina first. Takamina's like, oh, wow, congrats. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
she could have done
Congrats.
a little bit better. But
Yeah.
Okay, so when the Sayanee news dropped and when like Sashi on Twitter, like her
Yeah.
tweet was just right?
Yeah.
But you knew exactly what she was ing about.
Yes.
but
And then
Yeah.
oh, was it Sayanee stuff or the
it was about Sayanee, right?
It was about
okay.
Sayanee, yeah.
Yeah. And then the Maida news drops, right?
Yeah.
And so like it was like a series. Like
Yeah.
Sashi came back with another but it was like more this time. She was like, it's just like surprise announcement season or something. And
Yeah.
so yeah, it's funny.
Was it a like or was it a like
It was
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
yeah. I mean, it had a positive connotation.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. So 2 more bits of Japan 48 news before we move on to international stuff. Sakura's Fortnite dance challenge reached 1 million views. I just wanted to say that just because
Woo!
it's
Yeah.
funny.
Guys, but
It's
it's
funny.
so fun. It's such a fun video.
It's fun to watch.
Like
Are you gonna pull it up?
Yes, I'm gonna
Are
pull
you pulling it up?
just because
Yeah, sweet.
it looks great. Well, this never works, guys. I need to figure out why. I need to figure out
Happened.
why our capture stuff never works properly. One day I'll figure it out. But there you go.
Yeah.
Yay.
Well, Maris is trying to figure that out. Or
Yeah.
you have it up now?
already, it's up.
Yeah. But I mean, do you guys have something to say about it? Right?
No, I want to say things like, first of all,
Yeah, I haven't seen it in full.
Sakura, you're so thin. Please just get like some food
Just
in your
eat.
body, kid. Like, her legs are like this thin, dude, and I kind of worry for her a little bit.
Yeah.
But she did a not super great job because I watched this entire thing. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes she does it fine, and sometimes it's like,
Yeah.
what the hell are you doing, Sakura?
But I mean, it's just for fun.
She's
So I
Yeah,
mean,
it's just for fun. It's
For
just for
fun.
fun. And it's just so cool that she's doing it. Like, I don't know. I really like it.
She's having
because
fun,
I'm a big
yeah.
gamer, so I'm
Yeah.
a game designer. So for me, like, seeing my two
Sakura is
worlds
trying to become
collide,
the
you
gamer
know?
idol.
The gamer
Yeah.
idol.
My two worlds colliding is actually really cool. And she's super cute doing this stuff. She actually tried really hard, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super cute.
My last bit is NGT's Simbatsu for their 4th single.
Yes.
You have Ogino Yuka center again.
Mhm.
She was center for the 2nd single, I think, because of Sosenkyo.
I think
Right?
so, yes.
It was after she scored really high in Sosenkyo, they gave her the center. They were like, we had to give this girl center. She's like 5th out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's back in the
Yeah.
4th single center.
Mhm.
She was 4th this year in Sosenkyo, right? Which is huge.
Which is
Right.
huge.
The other people in Simbatsu are Yukiden, Katomina, Moeka, Ayaka Tano, Nishigata Marina, Katane, Nishimura Nanako, Noipi, Oguma Sugumi, Sugahara Riko, Nakai Rika, Nakamura Ayaka, Nara Miharu, Hasegawa Reina, my girl, Hinata, Homa Hinata, and Yamaguchi Maho. So yeah, that's the NGT news for the day. So that's all for Japan 48. Did you want to say anything before we move on to international?
No,
No?
not really.
I have some stuff, but if you want to go ahead and start.
You can
You know,
say
do
it
you have anything?
first. My news is pretty short, so you can say yours.
No, go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
you
I'll
say
just expand
yours
on whatever you say.
first. Yeah.
So me first? Okay.
Yeah.
So I haven't been updating a lot, but MNL has been filming for their music video. So it hasn't been announced when, but they've been filming, they're pushing. MNL has been pushing a lot, so I don't know when the video will be up, but I think the members have been hinting it, but I haven't caught up. I haven't catched up on them, so I should look that in. And the big news for now is SNH48. So it's the
Yes.
yes, they had their Sosenkyo on the 28th, which was pretty big. It's like Sosenkyo in Japan. And yeah,
Who was the winner?
Faka from SNH team H2. Yeah, she's been
Right.
top
And-
for quite a while, so fans have
And how many votes did she get?
400,000 votes.
400,000. That's more than Sashi's ever gotten. Is that correct?
Yeah,
I
that's
think
a
Sashi
lot.
topped
I was
out like
looking
300
at-
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's-
China's where
It's
all the
crazy,
Japanese
holy
whales are
shit.
too. So I mean,
It's crazy. Yeah. But-
That's crazy. I don't understand how
They
like other well, maybe they are and I don't know, like other AKB members or like other 48 groups are like super huge in China. I know like Keyaki has a big following there, but I don't know like how much China influences like the idol scene that much in Japan,
Mhm.
right?
I think it's yeah.
So,
so I mean, like you hear just like being in the community that like a lot of the whales in Japanese Sosenkyo are Chinese too.
oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But I don't think anyone really knows like the exact ratio of like
Yeah.
how much they contribute.
Yeah.
But
I think
China
this
just
is
has
probably a
point
good
in-
showing, right? Like you can see how China is huge.
They're doing
when
good.
it comes
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
idols.
like just SNH, which is China only for the most part, right? They don't have as much international pull as like AKB does. And like, yeah, they're pulling 400,000 votes for their number one, and I'm guessing
Yeah, what?
tons of votes for the rest of their Senbatsu.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Because they have Senbatsu within each.
like, do you know how many second place got?
I'm not too sure. Wait, I should pull it up.
I
think
can
it
pull it up
was-
fast.
Okay. Cool. I think it wasn't. I think maybe 200,000, 300,000. It was. There's
Yeah,
like
so I mean, that's
from third to
that's
like
Sashi level.
first. Yeah. Yeah, because like one of their top number one girls graduated last year, so there was a push for Maka to be first. But she's the member that caused drama within SNH before. So
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
about her drama.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, Cher said it. I think when she was on, she mentioned that she was one of the members that caused drama. And in the music video, the recent one, it's kind of like what do you call it? A laugh because it showcased the members that were in the drama. So yeah,
Oh.
I don't know.
Why don't
Yeah,
you
it's
explain to
more-
us what the drama is?
the
People who
drama?
might not know.
So Baka and these other, I don't know their names yet, but these other
Okay.
members have been arguing. They were best friends, but they argued. And it got to the point where she said, like, I don't think you're an idol. And Baka got really pissed off and then she started lashing. So the management had to transfer her. And the captain at the team, which was Nanashi, she got third in the ranking. She dropped her rank for captain, and then the co-captain dropped also. So they had to get new captains and new co-captains because she felt responsible for what happened. And yeah,
It's interesting. Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
So that's your news?
yeah.
Were you saying something, Maris?
That's my news. Yeah.
I was just gonna say
lot.
that this kind of shit it's kind of interesting. Like I wish.
Yeah, I
like,
was reading into it.
I wish the Japan side had more open drama like this, you know. So it could fall. Not Keyaki, guys. Just leave Keyaki alone. We don't need more drama there. But like,
I mean,
maybe some
we had
48 stuff. We want
I mean,
more
I mean, like
leaks, you know, like
Leaks,
my
yeah.
leaks. You know, we need more of that too.
just like shit happening behind the scenes.
Yeah. It's so
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
This shit happens.
So I do actually have some international news as well. So BNK, who are in Japan now, or at least some of them are for TIF, right? Yeah, because we had two of their members, they ranked in Sosenkyo, right?
Yes.
That's Music and Cherprang. Yeah. BNK has actually announced their first documentary
Yes.
called Girls Don't Cry, coming out August 16th.
There's gonna be some crying there, I'm pretty
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
Title.
Yeah. I don't usually watch the idol documentaries, but I feel like this one's going to be interesting just because it's the international group, right?
Yeah.
And so I mean, has like I'm guessing MNL and JKT have had, or at least JKT has had something.
Yeah, I think
Right?
JKT had a few documentaries.
Yeah. But BNK is really blowing up right now, and so it'd just be I think that would be something interesting to watch, right? Also, like, it's just sort of fun. Like I noticed like Cherprang just like having a tour of like AKB members' SNS accounts, right? She just appears in everyone's account, like everyone's Instagram, everyone's Twitter. She's just everywhere.
Cause she's too fucking
She's
pretty,
everywhere.
dude. I don't know what to do with her. Like, really. Like, Okada Nana being the, great pride member that she is. She was like, you know what? I'm gonna go take pictures with this girl and say that she's really pretty, and that's what she did. I'm just really
I mean, like,
her. She also took pictures with Jurina. And,
yeah. Like recently, I saw her in like Saho's Instagram or whatever because of stuff at like Thanksgiving concert, right? Because Cher was there because she ranked. But yeah, and then there was like a little while back, like Nana like posted stuff about Okada Nana posted stuff like they were on a double date, right? Like it was Okada and Yuiri, and then like Megu and Cher, and like Megu and Cher. I was about that.
What a beautiful table to be sitting. Just, I don't know, guys. Like,
so
I just
on top of that,
Cherprang to be the world center. I don't know. I just want her to win everything. I'll just vote for her. Starting now, I'll vote for her.
Starting now.
I mean, she gets a lot of like notice just because she is the highest ranking international member, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just gonna be interesting watching her like career from here on out, and it'd be interesting to see more interaction between AKB and their international groups.
Yep.
Like we had Worlds to Sankyo, only 2 teams participated, right? It was just BNK that participated, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because JKT had their situation, TPE having their whole like wreck.
Yeah. MNL just started, so they couldn't rank.
Yeah. But just moving forward, like we want to see more of that, right?
Yeah, I think it's gonna happen because I don't know. I feel like 48 has to open a little bit more just because of like produce and things like that, right? So maybe starting now they're gonna like have more of the foreigners, the foreign groups join.
Because
I mean, if they don't make the produce group join, they're just losing money, so they just should just do it. Right?
Yeah, because I mean, this feels like the year where they're trying for an international push, right?
Yeah.
You have Produce, you have World Sankyo, you have Nogizaka and Keyakizaka opening Vivo accounts, showing their music videos or whatever. You have people posting us stuff on Spotify now, right? Internationally. And so, I mean, this feels like the start of like something bigger.
We just want to buy tickets to go to freaking concerts, and we can't because it's so hard. Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's kind of complicated for the people in Japan too, though, right?
Yeah, but for us, it's like impossible because we need to like have a Japanese like phone number and shit like that.
Credit card.
And like the tickets have your name on it, so it's not transferable, so you can't sell it. You can't buy it from the scalper. Like you're screwed. Like if you're a foreigner, good fucking luck if you don't have a Japanese friend that can like get tickets for you or whatever, because it's impossible.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So moving on to other international news, we have kind of finally the announcement of AKB China, their first team, AKB Team SH for Shanghai. They had 34 members pass audition, but I think they're only debuting like 30 or 31 because of various scandals. Just this early, there's always going to be scandals.
You know the scandals.
Yeah, so Team SH is starting. It's like 31-ish members. I might have to confirm that. And actually, like the name Team SH like has been like floating around since like someone discovered that there were copyrights made for a bunch of team names under AKB. But I actually saw like the SGO48 website, which is Saigon, Vietnam, right? They're brand new. They haven't done anything yet, but they launched a website, right? And they actually had Team SH listed under like groups that are sponsored by like Akimoto or whatever, like the day before like the announcement for Team SH was made. So that was something. And then on top of that, you have TPE. So management, AKS management has terminated their contract with TPE48 Entertainment in the parent group that TPE is under. And they're rebranding to AKB48 Team TP. So they are officially joining AKB China, which seems like a very good idea. Seems much more secure. I just feel like AKS has a lot more pull over this third attempt at doing 48 in China. Because they fucked up twice already. So
they fucked up twice.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, and so I mean that's just something to look forward to, just because like even just like looking at like the naming convention, right? It feels like something that's slightly different from other international groups that we've had, right? Where like JKT, MNL, BNK, MUM, even they all sort of follow like a formula that was set when they first made SMEJ, and then so like now like the new stuff is like Produce 48 in AKB China, seem like new experiments basically in the international realm, and so basically we're just like in a really good time to see new stuff happening in the 48 world.
I hope it continues and it's good, because like the shit with TPE was sad. So
I hope we see Abe Maria back, even if she goes back to AKB, or if she goes back to TPE, because apparently she's moved back to Japan because she can't afford rent or whatever. If she chooses to go back to TPE, then I support that. But whatever's best for her, really. So I think we're going to close off with some Produce talk, right?
Yes.
Just because that's the one thing we do every episode besides news, right? Is Produce 48. Yes. So the three of us watched the last episode 7, on Tuesday. We watched 96% of that episode together.
96?
It's like
99.5, okay?
No, so I mean 4 minutes of 2 hours is like, I don't know. It's like 3%, 4%.
Sure. Look.
But yeah, so what had happened in that episode was we got to see the second part of the parts evaluation, right? So the parts evaluation is everyone is divided into vocals and rap or dance, and they're only judged on those things. Nako number 1, that's Amira's holding up her sign, as always. Mina's getting it out. There it is. It was upside down, but there it is now.
I have it here.
Yeah, and so we got to see like Aoi and Saho and Meow.
Meow did
Sakura's
so well,
performance.
Jesus Christ.
Meow
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, Meow was a particular standout just because like she did really well, and she's won first in her group, which gets her a bonus. I was really upset about Aoi, Motoa Aoi, Like the crowd was sleeping on that just because he was center. She helped with the choreography, and just so I'm really hoping that like the voters really like get their shit together. But I already know that's not going to be the case.
But that's the thing, right? The thing about this fucking format is that the people that are going to vote for them on the concerts, like they go to concerts and vote, they don't know about all this background bullshit that we know, right?
Yes.
So I mean, now that we get like the viewers voting, then you know we might see
it could be a
change in there.
completely different ballgame. Yeah.
So I mean, like the people that go to concerts are probably just gonna judge them for their performances, and that's it, right? And sometimes it's like heartbreaking, right? Because then you see like the other side, and you're like, oh my god, like this girl worked so hard, like she should not be last, right? So the other one was Miyu got like a bunch of hate as well, but like I watched the video and I was like, well, she didn't do bad. But like the first like comments when the concert happened was like, oh my gosh, she totally fucked up the song, right? And it didn't look like that at all.
Yeah. I mean, it could be Mnet edits, but we don't know the whole story.
Mnet.
We'll never know the whole story. And so with those performances, basically they were in teams, but they were competing amongst each other in those teams, right? So the crowd votes for their favorite girl in her performance, and whoever gets first gets a 500 vote bonus.
Yes.
In the group, right? And then overall for best vocals and best dance for including all the girls, all 58 of them. So basically 2 girls out of the 58 would get 100,000 vote bonus if they got first of the people who got first.
That's a lot of. It's a lot of.
Yeah. Actually, correction. I think it was 5,000 if you want in your group. Just because if we're going to talk forward to episode 8, we have seen the teaser trailer for episode 8, and the teaser for that trailer, it's all about eliminations. They don't really tease anything else. But they talk about, they kind of like shade like viewers, right? Who like say that like, oh, the on-site votes don't mean anything, right? So they had to like make a point that like someone was saved just because of on-site votes, the bonus they get from on-site votes.
Yeah.
So that was a major point in the trailer. And the other was that someone in the top 12 dropped significantly. So we don't know how that's going to play out. It could just be all one big teaser. It could be completely different when the episode comes out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the information we have moving forward.
Yeah. There have been like people trying to see like which 48 member like is going back to Korea, which ones are not going back to Korea.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of speculation there who was eliminated and who wasn't eliminated. There have been like some girls looking real sad in the airport and things like that.
Yeah.
So people are like making like predictions of, you know, what happened, but I don't know. Like if this thing ends up having like just a bunch of Korean girls, I am so not interested.
You're out.
Oh, I'm out. I'm
out.
out.
Yeah.
Out. You know, I don't want another K-pop group, dude. I just don't want to. Like if they're going through this to make a group, make it so it's a mixed group and make it kind of fair, you know. But that's the whole problem with this show. Like it can end up being just like Korean girls, and that's just boring. And if it was just Japanese girls, it would be kind of pointless as well, right? Why would you have a
because all those girls, or most of those girls, would come back to Japan. And if the goal is to make a permanent franchise in Korea, like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's all about the balance, and we hope that the voters understand that too, or enough Koreans are enamored by a balance of girls that they vote accordingly.
Yeah.
So like, one of the things. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say one of the things that I was really cool, that I thought it was really cool in this like last episode is that it was mostly about the Japanese girls. Like I felt like this last episode was a lot of like, okay, this is like, I forgot the name of the girl that got last place. The girl that you just said, the dancer. Jesus
Aoi?
Christ. Yeah,
Aoi?
yeah.
Aoi.
So yeah, it was like showing Aoi, like, I don't even call her Aoi. It's Aoi.
Aoi.
Kind of like going through like the hard times and like, yeah, just like there was like a big chunk of the episode that it was just her. I mean, the only like group that didn't have any issues was like the Into the New World group. It was like, yeah, here they are. They're great.
Yeah.
Oh, they sang really well. Goodbye. That was it. Right? There was no drama, no nothing to show.
Yeah.
We don't know about the Doo team yet because like they didn't show who got first place. We don't know if it's Sakura. We don't know. Yeah. So that was like a lot of like focus on Japanese girls, which I really liked. So
yeah, but I think overall, like Produce focuses mostly on Japanese girls. Just because that's what makes this season different, right? For one.
Yeah. So.
And then yeah, and I mean, it's I feel like it's a little bit of an effort on Mnet's part to make sure that it's not Korean heavy. But at the same time, you feel, I mean, kind of sad for the Korean girls, right? Who come on the show to be recognized because they don't have careers.
Yes.
And then just kind of outshined by girls who have jobs and get paychecks.
Yeah.
That's what they signed up for.
They signed up for that, yeah.
They signed up for it. They signed up for it.
Yeah,
so
they signed up for it.
They knew. They knew what's gonna happen, so
Yeah. I just wanted to add in, like, I think it's kind of weird when like people like investigate so much and like speculate so much about who's leaving before the show airs, right? Like, why do we want to know?
I don't know.
Why do we want to know beforehand?
Break the news, dude. It's all about like the rumors behind stuff. Like sometimes the hype coming up to things is just better than the thing itself. Right?
Yeah,
so
that's true.
That's what it is, you know? Like every time Keyaki single is like announced, I get so hyped. I'm like jumping around, right? The hype.
Yeah.
I mean, this single was good, so I'm not like sad right now, but like the hype coming up to this was insane. Like even like the fact that they didn't show the MV, the actual time they just did like a midnight thing, which is unheard of. Like that made me actually more hyped to watch the MV, right? So it's just about the hype, dude. So that's why people are trying to figure out, and they want to be the ones breaking the news and get those retweets and shit like that.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Adrenaline hits you, and you just have to let it out.
Yeah. But if it's true that like 90% of the Japanese members are just gone, I'm gonna be real pissed. I am quitting. I am not watching this show anymore with you guys.
Yeah. So I mean, the like main rumors that I've heard, right, is that everyone from Instruction is gone. So that's like Chiori, right? And then also only Saepi from Handclap is left. So Aoi's gone, Tomu's gone, Mako's gone, which, I mean, that's all my faves.
Yeah, so it's gonna end up being a group with like Sakura, Gotomoe, Yabuki Nako.
Yeah.
And that's it. Maybe Hitomi makes it. And that's it. Like, I mean, 4 members. Oh, and Miru. Miru's doing fine, apparently, so...
Yeah, so I mean, like the like popular like kind of meme, I guess, on like just in like the Produce 48 Discord, right? Is like they want like the team name to be 4+8 because like
all
the 101 names were like super obvious, right? So like if it was 4+8 being 4 Japanese members and 8 Korean members, like it's 12. Like that's perfect, basically.
I just hope it's not 4 and 8, please.
Yeah,
and it's just gonna be said that it's just like the girls that already have like, I mean, Hitomi is not super push, like, and I think she can make it, but like the other girls like Sakura, Nako, like they're all like ranked really high. I want Nako number 1, but like I understand that, you know, there are reasons why the other girls signed up for this show, and the fact that even in a show like this, it's like so unfair, right, for them. It's just sad. It's just fucking sad.
I mean, like the ranks after episode 5, like your top Japanese girls are you have Sakura, Moe, Nako, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you have like Takeuchi Miyu, she could
Yeah,
be in.
me.
And
Order
then
it.
Honda, and then
Meow
Hitomi is
is-
over like
Yeah.
Hitomi's like over Noe and Miru and Jurina.
And Judina's not even.
Jordan.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean Jurina's still ranked, so that she's
she's
worth
still ranked.
mentioning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. Mention her.
Yeah, and then I mean Jury's up there too. Jury's 18, Meow's 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all
I can
have
see
they have a
Meow
chance.
getting pushed now, and yeah, getting closer to that like 12 rank, just because of how well she did. And the other thing about Meow too is that she can 100% speak Korean, so
Yeah.
I would, and that girl has the experience as well, you know,
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
so she would be like perfect to be like a lead or a captain or whatever they decide to be in this group. I don't know, it's a leader or captain or whatever.
You know, and I kind of feel like if she doesn't win Produce 48, she doesn't have that much longer in AKB.
Oh yeah, she will probably.
She's been in it a
graduate
long time.
soonish. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, you have Jury too, who's also super into Korea. She probably is the best
yeah,
speaker
Jury.
after Meow.
Yeah.
But I also feel like Jury is kind of gunning for leadership in AKB, and so it'd be a little bit weird
Yes.
if she was just gone for a year and a half. But who knows? That's the game. We don't really know how anything plays out until it actually happens for real, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
As long as Nako is number 1, I'm cool. Oh, talking about Nako number 1.
Oh, there you go.
Can I show you guys one thing?
Oh yes, please.
We have someone
Yes.
in the chat.
Bless.
That made a video. There's a Nako video, and then what happened at the end is something happened at the end. So I was watching it and I was like, "What the fuck is going on? Look at this! Look at who's in the video! Wow." We're
And
part
it's-
of a Nako edit
Yes.
video.
Thank you.
Immortalized.
I think
Thank you, Daraoe.
that's
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
Yeah.
thank you.
So that's us. That's us. I look really red,
That was
but I
great.
look really red
Yeah.
all the time. So there you go. Nako.
Yeah.
So cute.
So wrapping up, I think it's about time to wrap up. Did you guys have anything you wanted to say? I was gonna refer to some stuff in the chat, but if you guys have something immediate. No?
Ferris, you want to go?
No.
Anything to add?
So just to read these comments because I wasn't paying attention earlier to Datawe. But MNL Life said that there's gonna be a World Sosenko next year.
Oh.
Yes.
We haven't heard anything specific from
Oh.
AKS, I think. Otherwise there have been like big news. But
heard
yeah,
that. Well.
that's good news to us, right?
I think
More
they should
international
just keep doing
girls
that.
are
Like
awesome.
it makes it to a more interesting Sosenkyo, and like I mean the first places are not even that fun. Like it's always gonna be like you kind of know who's gonna be like top,
Yeah.
like
You know who's gonna be
Sakasu or-
Kami Seven.
Yeah. I like
But-
the.
Well, this year was crazy, right?
Yeah.
'Cause when you had Dasu and you had Obamina and you have Tomu, like
Yeah.
this Senbatsu was crazy. But usually I don't think it's gonna be like this. And so yeah, World Sosenku does add a layer.
Yeah, so I think like the most interesting stuff is like, okay, where is the international members ranked? Like I want to know,
Yes.
like the or seeing like how much one girl got like super pushed. Like for example, if there is a World Sosenkyo, I want to see like the effect of Produce 48 in
Yeah,
Sosenkyo. Like
yeah.
are these girls gonna get to
Are we gonna get Korean
Senbatsu?
Sosenku
Korean,
voters
no.
like
Yeah,
in
or
mass?
are we-
Yeah, or
Yes.
that. Are we actually gonna get like Korean girls there? Because
Oh
I
yeah,
feel
that's
like-
a whole other
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
yeah, because I feel like Japanese girl, like maybe the Japanese girls will get super pushed as well. People are like, oh yeah, they're actually awesome. I don't know why people didn't vote for her or whatever. So
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, they do
so
have their
Datawe,
weird contract, but maybe they will make
Yeah.
to World Society,
Yeah.
right?
So Darway just commented that he would be happy if they shifted the date so JKT can participate. But I mean, it's not
Yeah.
a fixed date every year, right? They just do
I
it
don't think so.
whenever they feel like putting out a single.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. Mm-hmm.
So they had the freedom to do whatever they want. But on the same note, right? Like they have the freedom to be like dumb and not hold another Wolves and Butts,
Yeah.
right? They can do whatever they want. Yeah.
I think they will keep doing that. I think it just makes
I feel like it's a
sense.
good. It changes the game
Yeah.
for like from previous Ibatsus. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, if we keep doing this, like it would also just be interesting to see just how much like the Japanese girls try to appeal to foreign audiences.
Yes,
Right.
that's true.
Because I mean, you already have like a lot of girls who like really like try to communicate through Instagram mostly in English. Like Instagram has a new Q&A thing now. Every girl's using it, right? Every girl's using Q&A, and like those questions can be in any language. Like there's a ton of Indonesian people, a ton of English speaking, there's Koreans.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah, it just and also like I think like Sosenkyo is such a like a cool and unique thing that like AKB does, right? It's just very AKB, right? So
Yeah.
with Produce 48 and like international fans trying to, because I'm pretty sure like international fans are watching AKB and Go now or like figuring out more about
Yeah.
the members
They
that
like
they
we're
like, right?
members. Yeah.
So like just imagine like Sosenkyo being like an event like that people actually watch online, and
Yeah,
it's
like,
gonna be so fun.
it'd be
That's
worldwide.
yeah.
It would be crazy.
Worldwide.
Like Twitter
Yeah.
is gonna explode. It's just gonna
It's
be
gonna
really
explode.
fun to be
Yeah.
an idol fan around Sosenkyo time. And everybody's gonna be
next year, guys.
tweeting about it, and there's gonna be
That's true.
drama, and people are gonna hate each other because their Oshi didn't rank as high as they
Right.
want.
Like, yeah.
It's also gonna be super dangerous and borderline like K-pop dangerous, but I
It's
don't
gonna be
know.
new.
Yeah.
I'm
but I
cool
feel
with
like
that
it's-
because they're gonna get money, so
Mhm.
support Japanese idols.
One thing I hope out of like Mnet, right, is that
Yes.
this is their biggest group, right? This is a 2.5-year contract, right? And Mnet is a TV network. If they don't give their girls a variety show, like a good variety show, like I'm gonna be so tilted if they don't do that. Like they have the resources.
Well,
They're a cable network.
but are they gonna do like, I don't know, man, because like it's kind of weird to see like this kind of variety in Japanese and Korean TV, I guess, because like you will never see something like AKB Keyaki Kenai like
Yeah.
in Korean TV. What you have is like Weekly Idol kind of a thing, which is variety,
Yeah.
or like Running Man that has like a bunch of like idols that are in it, you know, but it's not like here's two MCs and this is the group.
Yeah. It's not like that.
Right?
It's more like
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
happening in their life. and
So I
stuff.
mean, they do have solo series sometimes, right? Where like
Yeah, but it's different, right?
well, it's like
There's,
all them like
But it's-
living in the house,
but it's
or
different, 'cause,
all
like,
them going on
sometimes they're not
vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Twice goes to
Yeah, but
Hawaii. I
the
don't know.
hope
Yeah.
is that they mix in those 48 elements that we love, right?
That's what I want to see. Because I think that's why, like, I think sometimes like Korean idols are not as fun to watch, is because their stuff is like so highly edited, and like they don't have like these shows that are so like, okay, this is like my member that is telling like a story that is really embarrassing about me, and now I have to like do this shit. I don't know. Like,
But the one thing that I mean Korea does sort of make bank on is like that like V Live level interaction with fans, right?
yeah.
That I mean, we have showroom, right? But it's not an international thing the way V Live is.
Because K-pop is
and so-
way bigger, right? So
Yeah.
But that's really where like that's like the core of sort of their international sort of
Fan
like
base.
spark, right?
Yeah.
I think it's also because I've been to Korea, right? So I've been there,
Yes.
and I've seen like the idols in Korea are really like big as well. Like I would go to like places and see like EXO everywhere, right? but
Mhm.
I feel like it's not part of like their culture as much as
Yeah,
Japanese
that's just
Kind of
idols
separate.
are.
Yeah. It's like separate.
because
Right,
like indie idols are everywhere in Japan, right? Idol is just a
Yeah.
job. Idol is just
yes.
an
Yeah.
occupation that people have.
So
Yeah.
so you see like 50-year-old guys that are like Keyakizaka, right? Like that's a normal thing because they feel like, oh, these are like, oh, the Japanese pride, you know, they're idols and you know, Japan.
Yeah.
Like they feel like it's part of their culture, right? While in Korea, they know who they are. Like I was staying with my friends in my friend's house and her parents, you know, are Korean. And sometimes we would sit down and like watch TV shows that had idols and they were like, "Oh, who is this girl? Where is she from?" Or like but they don't know like their songs. Like they still think that like idols are like kind of like a teenager thing. It's not like
Mhm.
Yes. It's not
you're gonna see
integrated.
like a 40-year-old dude in a Twice. Well, you might see.
I mean,
but, like, it's
you
not
have a lot of
common.
uncle fans,
Yeah,
right? But
Yeah,
but it's not as.
but it's
It's not
not
like
compared
Japan.
to
but
like
like
Japan.
but like it's
Japan.
like it's but like they often equate like idols to being like a army age thing, right? Everyone who
Yeah.
goes to national service is into idols and they talk about idols all day long.
Yeah,
They have idol merch
true.
and idols come to military camps to perform. So like that's the age they're going for, which is like in the 20s, right?
Yeah.
That's their age range. Yeah.
Yeah, but then it dies down, right? And I think in
Yeah.
Japan it doesn't. So
It's still
I
hype.
don't know. Like, yeah, you definitely see like Japanese fans like in the showroom way more than like foreigners, right? But then also there's like a
Mhm.
problem that it's not as popular with
Mhm.
international fans.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
Japanese fans like are because I think if you see like a V live of one of those K-pop groups, it's probably gonna be mostly English. Like there's so much international fans that it actually trumps the Korean fans sometimes, right? Like you can't.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So I just wanted to come in here saying so we were talking about like variety shows, right? And how like this is probably getting people to watch AK Bingo and stuff, right? So last episode we talked about Sunshine Maya, which is a channel that was doing like AKB
Yes.
Bingo
Yeah.
digest videos, right?
Yeah.
They just got taken down on YouTube.
Oh,
Really?
So they're
damn.
gone.
Oh.
But they were pulling like tons of hits though, because they were tagging
Oh.
everything as Produce 48, right?
Yeah.
And that was actually really nice just because like they were
Yeah.
really good at highlighting like key points in AK Bingo for like these members and their history and
They
stuff.
got taken down.
So that's kind of sad.
It's sad.
Um,
It's sad.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah. So that's it. I think that's all we have to talk about for today, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to
we
wrap
even
up,
went on a sidetrack here, but
With like idol.
yeah.
yeah. So Maris, did you have anything that you wanted to add at the end here?
Not really. Like, just watch Kakizaka stuff. There's a bunch of stuff. Their singles coming out soon.
I want to say that their new
B-side for Kanji, which is gonna be cool. So just watch that.
I want to say that I really like Kanji's new uniform, like the kind of trench coaty dress
coat
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that.
Dude,
that's nice.
Dude, the thing about like Kyakizaka has such good like I don't know, whoever make Kyakizaka shit, like the outfits, they are brilliant. All the time they're like spot on. Just like good shit. Like the only thing I didn't like was like that coat that went over like the cute dress that they had.
Yes, the zipper jacket. I hate that jacket so much because the dress under is so good.
Yeah, but they dropped it, right? They dropped it.
Yes.
Like the latest like Kekiteka Kenai before like up until now, it's just them with the dress, which is such a cute dress, right? And I don't know, like Hiragana also gets like really cool outfits, so props to them. I just wish that translated into fan stuff. Like I want to get like a cool ass like
the Republic stuff recently
from Kanji now. I just hated the Garaware ones. It was so bad. I don't like it.
Yeah.
But the rest
Mina,
was
did you?
Yeah. Go Mina.
Did you have anything you wanted to add here at the end, Mina?
No. As always, watch PD48. If you're in our area, it's in the morning. If you're anywhere else in Asia, it's in the afternoon. And watch Nogizaka's MVs because
Yeah, the new music videos
good.
just
Yeah.
dropped tonight.
they just dropped and they're really
They
good.
also have 2 others from this single.
Yes.
There was Jiko 2, which is the main single, and they had, I think, a 3rd gen video. No, they had a Namaste Mayan video.
Yes. That one's really
and I think a
good.
3rd gen video too.
Yeah. So watch that.
Yeah, so there's like 5 music videos out there for that right now. And I'm just gonna add on here. So if you guys are paying attention to our whole like Keyaki prediction thing, we scored that. Marisamina tied under me, so I won. And so we're gonna try to figure out a way to tiebreaker. And I think we're going to do a pick 12 just for tomorrow's episode. So they'll probably do that at some point before it airs and send it to me. And then I'll tweet that, and you guys can see that. And then how well they do will determine who gets a challenge. If they tie again, we're just gonna figure something else out.
I feel that
just flip
is
a coin.
okay, whatever. I'm not gonna say.
Flip a coin. If anything else, flip a coin.
Okay.
What were you gonna say, Maris? Go ahead.
I just feel like Mina knows more about the Korean members than I ever. But whatever.
Unless you guys come up with a totally different tiebreaker system, right?
But I feel like the top 12 will be different. That's why I'm changing my predictions every day after watching that episode. So
Mina's tuned in. She's thinking about it already.
There you go.
Maris doesn't think about it at all. She only cares about Nako.
Yeah, it's Nako number 1.
Where's I lost it. Yeah, Nako number 1. Guys, I told you already. Black Horse.
I just think that I'm gonna get. Yeah, so just give me the challenge already and I'll do it because I'm gonna lose this.
Yeah, so that's the show for today. You can follow all of us on Twitter. I'm at Leo Bookstore, at Marisenpai46, and then at Mayui24. You can also follow us on Twitter at Oshi Moshi Cast, and on Twitch at Oshi Moshi Cast to be notified of when we go live, etc. You can also subscribe on YouTube if you want. That's where we post all of our VODs after the fact, after like I cut off some of the ends. And yeah, if you want to see more of us, you can. The VODs are up on YouTube. Our results, sort of a long, like 13-minute video of me just blabbering on, is on YouTube of the scoring of our predictions. That's there. You can also watch the 3 of us watch most of a produced episode on this page on Twitch, just in the videos tab. Yeah, so that's all. Thanks for watching, people who joined us, and for the people who are watching later. Yeah, so I think that's it. Bye.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.